back out there, MP?
What's good, MP? Time to do what you do.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. And it's AI in at the 5 spot. And for the Hornets, the wingmen, Rozier and Miller. Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Ball in at the point. You know, in the early stages of the season, Brent, what's something the front office is looking for in regards to their team?
Well, I think it's all the strategy and time that went into building this roster. If those things are starting to show themselves, even small flashes of indications that the team is growing together and has the capability of getting where you want them to go.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Count it.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. Well, the last time, GA, the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. I'm sure that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
This Pelican front office has done a great job, Brent, finding some diamonds in the rough, players that have now helped.
Think about it, Kevin. They grabbed Jose Alvarado and Najee Marshall, both undrafted players. And those guys are key rotation pieces to change the tempo of any game. Herb Jones, a great steal in the second round, defensively comes in, creates havoc. I mean, a lot of really impressive finds for this front office.
And it's Rozier missing. And it's the Pelicans' ball. It's Ingram on the wing. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Miller against Ingram. Miller inside. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Bridges. Clock at 6. Williams has a screen for Bridges. Buries it from 3-point range.
Just a proven threat from beyond, and Bridges has a good feel for when to fire from there.
Outside, Jones to the middle. Here's AI. It's rebounded by Charlotte, getting their first of the season at this Pelicans team.
Yeah, this is a great rivalry, guys. I mean, even though they're in opposite conferences, you look back and these teams have a lot of history. And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
To the paint. Here's AI. Gets it to go from 8 feet. 6 points for AI. And so here's Charlotte. Rozier the pass to Williams. Ball, the bounce pass. And Williams throws it down.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
Here's AI. An easy 2 points on the layup. AI's got 8 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Really heads up there. Played where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. And it's Miller penetrating. And it's AI with the rebound.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Banked in off the glass. 12 points for him.
And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Pass to Rozier. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Driving the lane. Count it.
And we continue to see Rozier taking on more responsibility offensively. Nice finish inside.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And some changes here for the Hornets. Washington's checked in for Bridges. Hayward comes in for Miller. And it's Ntilikina in for Ball. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for New Orleans. Trey Murphy comes in for Herbert Jones. We always see Terry Rozier going all out, don't we, Greg, to make an impact offensively.
Kevin, I just love the way his offensive repertoire has evolved over the years. This guy came in as just a hard-nosed, tough defender, but boy, offensively, his skill set and development on that end is off the charts.
New Orleans in the lead. AI dishes to McCollum. In the corner, it's Ingram. New Orleans moving it around. The jump hook. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Here's Ntilikina with the drive. Rebounded by Valanciunas. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Ingram passes to AI. And AI throws it down.
And Brandon Ingram at that size able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Rozier kicks to Washington. From deep. Sinks the triple.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board, Clark, as we wrap up the first. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
16. The Pelicans. 16.
An almost entirely new grouping now for Charlotte. Williams is checked in for Nick Richards. Bridges comes in for P.J. Washington. Miller's checked in for Cody Martin. And it's Rozier in for Ball. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. AI is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Williamson comes in for Larry Nance. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Trey Murphy. And it's Herbert Jones in for C.J. McCollum. So the Pelican 5 right now. Ingram at the 3 with Williamson playing the 4. Herbert Jones is out there with Jose Alvarado. And it's AI in at the center position. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against Washington was a man on a mission. He had 42 points, and per usual, he was a monster on the glass, picking up pretty much every board that came his way. Just a fantastic night for him, the kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. guys.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Here's Rozier. The Pelicans make their last shot. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So it'll be Miles Bridges shooting. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for the Hornets. And a change for the Pelicans. McCollum's checked in. Now here's McCollum. 8 points for him. AI. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Hornets trail by 11. On the wing, Bridges. Miller, right side. Lets it go from deep. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
We've seen Zion play that point forward very, very well. He's very adept at distributing.
Ball against McCollum. Inside. Here's Bridges. Nifty move. It's rebounded by New Orleans. AI's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Jones kicks to Ingram. To the inside. Williams with the steal. There's the lob to Bridges. And stolen by Williamson. Here's AI. And AI throws it down.
And it seemed like Zion there just swarming defensively. And comes up with the rip.
And no good that time. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody. Before we get into tonight's game, we will be breaking down who's hot and who's not on our midseason power rankings. We were just in the green room watching this game. What was your highlight of the first half?
I really like those wings. Oh, you talking about the game or the wings? Anyway, I like the wings.
And as for our matchup, what a tremendous first half it was for the Pelicans.
Offensively, they're facing no resistance on the interior. So they just continue to grind away. You see the high-quality shots that they're getting? That's a very disciplined approach.
And the defensive response to that might be to collapse the lane, but then you could leave perimeter shooters open. So which would you prefer? That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
In at the guard spots, Ball and Rozier. Miller is out there with Bridges, and it's Williams at the 5. So that's the Hornets' 5. And, Greg, when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the roster. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Williams. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Miller, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Brandon Miller was a one-and-done at Alabama. He put on numbers and put on weight. He said coming into college, I couldn't really take bumps, at least not college bumps. I know building muscle mass is key, and he's not done adding muscle and layers to his game. He says it's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. Kevin?
That's a good focus. Thanks, D.A. Offensive rebound, and AI throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, G.A. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The layup missed. And so Miller will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball, the pass to Williams. 2 points. That one goes. Williams has got his third basket of the night right there.
And the passing ball displays night in and night out is impressive. He takes pride in his ability to facilitate.
Now here's McCollum. 8 points for him. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pelicans shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. A chance to check out the numbers for Miller. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line. And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. You look at AI, second in the league, having an excellent season.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And here's Miller. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Outside, Ball jacks up a three. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Pelicans leading by 17. And AI throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And stolen by AI. And now here comes Jones leading the break. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Jones has got 5 points so far.
Get the youngster out there on the run. Jones pulled away from the pack and got the bucket.
A second-round pick in 2021, Brent Herb Jones immediately made an impact on the defensive end.
Yeah, you wonder if being on the all-defensive team, or at least getting votes as a rookie, has changed Herb Jones' mentality about wanting to get Defensive Player of the Year. I know that sounds silly, but he's got the capability and versatility to be that much of an impact on the defensive end.
Now Ingram, following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep.
Well, nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Bridges with it. Now defended by Williamson. Bridges passes to Rozier. Williams a screen on Jones. The kick out to Ball. Shot clock at 3. Charlotte again missing.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
AI no good. Hornets trail by 21.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Down low. Out to Bridges. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Ball. And New Orleans also making a change. Trey Murphy's checked in for Jones.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
McCollum against Rozier. 6 to shoot. To stop the run. It's not going to go for him. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage.
Showing almost entirely. New group in now for Charlotte. Williams is checked in for Nick Richards. Bridges comes in for P.J. Washington. Miller's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Cody Martin. And then for New Orleans, AI is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Ingram in for Trey Murphy. So for New Orleans right now, in the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. Hands out there with AI. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. To the middle, here's AI. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Bridges. Rejected by Ingram.
Well, Brandon Ingram is so long, and that's what we could say to the ball. So long.
To the inside. AI goes back up. Nails the baby hook. AI's got 41. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Miller, the pass to Rozier. Miller kicks to Bridges. 1:25 left in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Williams, a screen on Jones. Rozier for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pelicans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for AI.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic. Job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. Washington comes in for Miles Bridges. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Miller. And it's Cody Martin in for Rozier. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Hayward finds Richards. Can't cash in from close range. Inside, AI passes to Valanciunas. Off target at the rim. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a